Hello. Are you ready to play a few of the daily New York Times games with me? My name is Mara, and this is Mindfully Crocheted Unraveled. Today, I'm going to be unraveling the New York Times games, WORDLE, STRANDS, and Connections for Sunday, December 28th, 2025. So, spoiler warning, if you haven't already done your NYT games yet today, I always recommend that you pause this video and do that first, and then you can come back and compare and see how I did. Of course, if you prefer, you can always follow along with me as I work on the games. I just ask that afterward you leave me a kind comment down below as to what you thought and how you did. All right, so without further ado, I am going to bring up my wheel of Wordle start words so that I can select my starting word for today. Okay, so maker was yesterday's word. We are going to exit out of full screen, shuffle these up. Make it full screen again, and here we go. Ooh. Least. Okay. All right. That is one of my favorite starting words. So I'm going to go ahead and pause my recording while I bring up my phone, and then we'll get to working on Wordle. Okay, I have my phone screen pulled up, and I'm going to open up my New York Times games. Looks okay. Scroll down. Wordle. Guess your way to the correct word for Sunday, December 28th, 2025. Go ahead, add another day to your 489-day streak. Okay, least. All right, okay. Ooh, an A in the wrong spot and T in the end, correct spot. I wonder if we've got like a AI val team, something AINT. Let's try paint. Okay, nope, not at all. All right, so A does not go in the second or the third spot. I'm thinking that this is probably going to be a starting with an A word, like a something, something, something T. Okay. Of course, I guess it could end in AT, but I don't feel like it's possible that it does. All right, but let me think. Be good if we could figure out what our other vowel, most likely there's going to be another vowel in there. So an O or a U or a Y. I don't think it'll be a Y. Y. No, because I almost said the word yacht, YACHT. However, the A does not go in the second place, so that can't be the word. All right. I don't know. Wondering if I should try to, like I said, figure out what the other vowels are. Oh, well, I mean, I could try. Well, no, I need to use the O. So, I mean, like I could do audio. I already know there is not an O at the end because T goes at the end. And I already know there's not an I in the word, but I could try and see if A goes at the beginning, and then I can also see if there's a U, if it's a U or an O in the word. So I'm going to give that a try. Okay, so no U, A does go at the beginning, and there is an O. So we have A something something O, probably OT. Abbott? I'm going to give it a try. All right. It's Abbott. Okay. So I got it in 4 guesses. Let's see what the bot says. How many words were actually still left after my second and third words? And my streak is 490. All right. My hair. Okay. Let me get that out of my face. Okay. Oh, 58 out of 99. Wow. That is a low score. Sheesh. All right. Well, they're saying that the average is 4.2 and that I got it in 4. So I got it in less than average. Is it because of my starting word? I mean, I don't understand. Did you minimize the number of expected number of turns it would take to solve the puzzle? All right. Anyway, here we go. After the word least, which is an anagram of sale, it should not have been a bad word. I don't know. All right. So a bad starting word, that is. 28 words were still left after that. Okay. After the word paint, there were still 6 words left. All right. So it says paint was a good guess, but humor didn't even have an A in it or a T. So I don't get it. Why? Anyway, humor would have been a better word. Fine. Okay. Oh, after audio, there were still 4 words left, including abort, which I didn't even think about. That was a good guess. Abort would have, given me one of the B's, the A, obviously the T, the A and the T, obviously, and it would have said the O in the wrong spot. And then we would have known the O went there. Okay. So abort would have been better because it probably would have eliminated every word but one according to the bot. Okay. And then I guessed it, which basically they're saying you still had 4 words to choose from, so you got lucky. I still had abort to choose from. And so abort and whatever else. A foot, abort. Yeah. Grout. Okay, so I get it. There were still other words, a lot of other words to go. But anyway, fine. I got it in 4. Maybe it was lucky, maybe not. Okay. All right. Interestingly, the bot took 4 steps as well, but gives me a bad score. Okay. Let's move on to strands. Find hidden words and uncover the day's theme for Sunday, December 28th. Okay, go ahead, add another day to your 68-day streak. All right, load up on tissues. See, cold season, cold, colds and flu. No, I don't know. Okay, I see sniffle. I would say sniffles, but then that would block off the C. So sniffle. Okay, sniffle. Sneeze. I see ease. There's also, okay, sneeze. Okay, wait a minute. No, sneeze. Okay, sniffle, sneeze, cough. Wheeze. Okay, let's see if I can find it now. Cold symptom. Okay, cold symptom. All right, so we have 3 words left, so they must be short. Hack, snort, drip. Boop, drip. All right, well, cold season is upon us. Okay, I got 4 words, the spanogram, and then the remaining 3 words. Okay, let's move on to connections, group words that share a common thread. Go ahead, add another day to your 14-day streak for December 28th, 2025. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second while I clear my throat. Okay, all right. Our 16 connections words are dusky, spring, still, Perrier, box, stationary, gear, envelope, noodle, ratchet, tube, static, Paul, constant, soxer, mailer. Okay. I see soxer, boxer, Perrier, terrier, noodle, poodle. Dusky, husky. Okay. I think these are, it's just, I think because of soxer and Perrier or Perrier, this one seems easy to me. I feel like it's dog breeds with a different first letter. So this is possibly our purple category. Okay, dogs with the first letter changed. All right, then. Yeah, husky, poodle, terrier, boxer. All right. Okay, now let's look at the other ones. Box, stationary, gear, box, envelope, mailer, and a tube, like things that you use to mail things out in, like a mailer envelope, a regular envelope, a tube for like if you have a poster or a picture that's rolled up, a box. Is there anything else? Stationary, maybe, but what I'm seeing for stationary is, let me select, okay, yellow's fine. Oopsie, yellow's fine. Stationary, static, still, constant. For they don't move around. So box, tube, envelope, mailer, that leaves, let me switch colors to blue. Spring, Paul, gear, ratchet, something mechanical, a spring, a ratchet, a gear, a pawl. I don't know what a pawl is, P-A-W-L, pawl, but okay. And because I don't know that one, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to submit the envelope, box, tube, mailer. Then I'm going to do stationary, static, still, constant. And then by default, if that's correct, then we'll have those last 4. Okay, let me give it a try. Oopsie, I didn't mean to hit shuffle. I meant to hit submit. Okay, all right, so that's yellow, containers for shipping. Then static, constant, still, stationary, probably green. Yes, okay, unmoving, and then by default we get blue. Let's see what this is. Mechanical watch parts. Okay, so that's what a pawl is. I've never really heard of a pawl. I've heard of an awl, A-W-L, but I've never heard of a pawl. All right, well, anyway, my current streak is 15. My max streak was 251, and I have completed 486 games. Let's go ahead and check out what the bot says. All right, an 82% solve rate, fairly straightforward. They're giving it a 2 out of 5 difficulty. 41% of players did it without making any mistakes. 21% had one mistake. I'm curious about the mistakes in this one. Maybe the shipping containers are like stationary. 13% made 2 mistakes, 8% 3, and only 18% did not solve. Okay, it's giving me a 97 out of 99. And essentially 1 in 100 people had the same solution as me. All right, so the majority of people got green first, 46%. 25% got yellow first. 16% got blue first. 13% purple. And I think something that also helps, which I don't really highlight a lot, but saying all the words out loud. Okay. So for me, having the words said orally, like saying them, one by one, just hearing them, you already can hear whether any of them might be homophones. You start to think about how you're pronouncing it out loud. And so, like if I had done like Perrier, Terrier, or Perrier, maybe that would also have helped to say Perrier, Perrier. So anyway, say it out loud. Okay, let's move on. All right. 19%, yes, made the box, stationery, envelope, and mailer mistake. And then spring gear, ratchet, and tube, spring gear, ratchet, and soxer. I mean, like, I don't even know what a soxer is. Spring, box, gear, ratchet. I could see making spring, box, gear, ratchet, potentially. And then spring, gear, noodle, ratchet. Okay. All right. So it says fantastic start. You solved purple first. The trickiest category to find today. Okay. Then it says this was a solid pick and it put you in the best position to win. But really, wouldn't any of them have put me in the best position to win? All right, let's move on. It says everyone else had the same idea here too. Maybe because of the mistakes related to shipping materials. That's why it put me in the best position to win, because I didn't make a mistake there. All right, then most people did it in that order after. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and give an extra game a try today. Let's give the mini a try. Solve the puzzle in seconds. I haven't done the mini in a long time. Let's go ahead and see. Nighttime outfit for short. PJs. Okay. Country that was once known as the land of a million elephants. Country. Land of a million elephants. I don't know. Okay. Country led by a sultan. Oh. I don't know. Headwear that helps promote waves. Headwear. Curls? I don't know. Country that celebrates National Ceviche Day. Don't know. TV room. TV room. TV room. Don't know. Okay. One down. Walk slowly and heavily. Plod. 2 down. Become stuck as a printer. Jam. Stuck as a printer. Jammed? But that's not enough letters. Let me just skip over that. Flew across the country. 3 of them, actually. Oh, Drum kit component. Drumstick. Snare. I don't know. I guess it really depends. Like it could be snare or stick. I don't know. Let's try stick. 8 down. The naked, no clue. The naked, I don't know. Okay, country that was once known as maybe Laos. Let's try that. If I've got the S right. Laos, is that how you spell it? Okay. Country led by a sultan. Oh, maybe this is okay. So I think it could be snare. Let's do Oman. Let's do a R-E here. Okay. So then let's go back to 7 across. Headwear that helps promote waves. Country that celebrates National Ceviche Day. No clue. 10 across. TV room. Den. The den. Okay. Become stuck as a printer. I don't know. Okay. Don't know. Let's move on. Okay. Flew across the country. 3 of them actually. I'm not sure if this is right, but okay, let's see. Flew across the country. 3 of them actually. I think I could be wrong here. The naked. I don't know. Headwear that helps promote waves. Headwear. Headwear. So you've got like a headband, a scarf, headwear that helps promote waves. Curlers. Headwear that promotes waves. I just really don't know. Country that celebrates National Ceviche Day. I don't know. Let's come up with something. A 4-letter country with R as the 3rd word. Ceviche is like what? Fish soup or raw fish or country. 4-letter countries. No clue. I mean, I don't think you say no because that would be DM. Wouldn't jammed to become stuck as a printer? Oh, maybe jam up? Could it be jam up? Okay, flew across maybe Peru for the country. Headwear that helps promote waves. A do-rap? Is that how you spell it? D-U-R-A-P? Well, anyway, that'll help us. It says close but not quite. Okay. Close but not right. Okay. Jam up. Do and what was 8 down? The naked. So maybe it's not Peru either. Jam up. And I know 3 down. Flew across the country. 3 of them actually. Maybe that's laws. Or this is supposed to be, for across is supposed to be a country. I don't think that's how you spell Laos. 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 Oh, Laos. Sword. This is maybe sword. And Peru. Let me go back to here. 7 across. Do rag. Maybe this is a G. Let's try again. Oh, yay. Do rap. 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Is that all? Oh my gosh. All right. Well, how did you do? All right. Sometimes it's kind of fun. That was a bit of a challenge to me, but all right. Not bad. I'm going to go ahead and remove my phone. Wrap things up here. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to put a little play in your day. Check out that video right there. Take care, and I will see you again tomorrow with some more of the daily New York Times games. Bye.